Welcome to Yankee Gaming Hub. Greetings to all our viewers and fans who love exploring the world of games and adventures. Today, we're taking you on a thrilling journey into the depths of the Mafia world, where betrayal collides with loyalty, and power meets weakness. In the corrupt streets of a crumbling city, Tommy Angelo was just a simple taxi driver, trying to earn a living and survive the economic crisis shaking the city. But in one fateful moment, he finds himself in the middle of a violent chase, and as he steps in to save Salieri's gang leader from a deadly ambush, his life changes forever. This is where Tommy's journey into the Mafia begins. After that brave and bold act, he's offered money he never dreamed of. Yet, he didn't know that this one simple choice would drag him into a dark, merciless world, a world where truth is hard to find, and loyalty is nothing but a tool. Tommy wasn't a criminal at first, just an ordinary man, trying to protect himself and his family. But the Mafia isn't a place for the weak. Every step Tommy took pulled him deeper into danger, where mercy simply doesn't exist. With each mission, the internal conflict inside him grew, torn between the good values he was raised with and the brutal reality of a world that only recognizes power and money. Most importantly, Tommy started to realize that in the Mafia world, there's no one you can truly trust. Everything is for sale, even loyalty and trust. So here's the question. Was Tommy a hero in his own eyes? Or an innocent victim of a fate he never asked for? Tommy Angelo's story challenges you to think, what if you were in his place? Would you have chosen the same path? Or stayed far away from this dark world? And do you believe there's a way out of this hell? Or is the ending inevitable? Let's explore all of this together in today's video. Share your thoughts in the comments. As time passed, Tommy became involved in missions of assassination, smuggling, threats, and theft, but deep down, he showed he was nothing like the other criminals. He didn't smile when his victims fell, nor did he feel pride when he heard screams of fear. He simply carried out orders in silence, as if each task stole a piece of his soul. And with every step he took, one question haunted him. Is money and power really worth losing your humanity? Everything around him turned gray, no black, no white. Loyalty became a fake currency, and trust just a paper that could be torn at any moment. Even his closest friends in the gang started to change, envy took over, and flames of greed grew between them. One night, while at home with his wife, he looked into her eyes and felt something he hadn't felt in a long time, family values. And the peace he had lost, a feeling that hadn't visited him since he entered the world of the Mafia. That's when he started thinking about escape. Could he really leave everything behind? Risk his life for a new beginning? Return to being a normal man, far from blood and bullets? But the road out wasn't paved with roses. It was filled with betrayal, doubt, and death. Let me know if you'd like the next part translated as well. But after deep reflection and all the suffering Tommy had endured, he finally decided to escape this miserable nightmare and dark hell. Yet in the world of the Mafia, leaving is not an easy decision. It's a dangerous gamble that threatens your life and the lives of your family and loved ones. He knew the Mafia didn't forgive betrayal or desertion. They never forget those who disobey or turn their backs on them. Driven by his guilt and determination, Tommy began to plan in silence. He started documenting every crime, collecting evidence, and secretly contacting federal agents. With courage and hope, he aimed to start a new, peaceful life by cooperating with the feds. But he also knew that betrayal in the world of gangs comes with a heavy price, torture or even death. On the decisive night, he handed everything over to the police and agreed to testify against the Mafia boss, Salieri, in exchange for full protection for himself and his family. The police granted all his requests because his testimony was shocking, and the evidence was solid. It brought down major crime lords and kingpins. But those confessions ignited the flames of revenge in the hearts of the gangsters. After the storm settled, Tommy moved to a new city, with a new name and a new life. Years went by, and he believed his past had vanished. But the Mafia never forgot that betrayal, the stab in the back, and his defiance. One quiet moment, after years of peace, Tommy found himself staring down a gun. And just like that, he was shot in front of his house. His body collapsed to the ground, and the last smile faded from his face. Tommy was gone, but he died knowing one thing, something he believed in so much that he sacrificed everything for it. He chose to die as a human, not a killer. Tommy's story with the Mafia isn't just about crime and business. It's about decisions, choices, and life-altering challenges. And the real question is, was Tommy a hero lost in the streets of corruption and crime? Or a traitor who deserved that fate?
Jobs, even best pals will come and go. But family is forever.
After living through Tommy Angelo's deep and intense journey in the world of the Mafia, it's time to pause for a detailed analysis and shed light on the essential differences between two versions of one of the most iconic crime games, the original Mafia, released in 2002, and the fully remade Mafia, Definitive Edition, released in 2020. This comparison isn't just about graphics or visual effects, it's a comparison between two generations of gamers, and two completely different visions of game design. Graphics and visual details. The 2002 version offered impressive visuals for its time, especially in city design and cinematic camera angles. However, it was technically limited. In contrast, the 2020 remake was built entirely from the ground up using a new engine, which brought the city and characters to life in stunning detail. Realistic lighting and shadow effects. Facial expressions that convey deep emotions. A living environment, fog, rain, wind, and even clothing reacting dynamically. Players feel like they're inside a real Mafia movie, not just a game. Weapons and shooting mechanics. In the original version, weapons were limited, and the combat system was quite basic. But in the remastered version, each weapon has its own unique sound, weight, and impact. Shooting is more precise, with realistic recoil and behavior. A wide variety of weapons, from pistols to rifles, machine guns, and even grenades. Driving mechanics. Driving in the 2002 version was highly realistic but often slow and difficult. In the new version, driving physics have been improved to balance fun and realism. Every car feels unique in sound, weight, and control. Visible vehicle damage after collisions, and police now react based on specific offenses like speeding or reckless driving. Missions and AI. All missions have been redesigned with cinematic direction. The enemies are no longer dumb. They hide, coordinate, and use the environment smartly. Each mission offers a different experience. Chases, stealth, gunfights, and investigations. Environmental interaction and physics. In the remake, the world responds to your actions. Doors, phones, windows, newspapers, all are interactive. Clothes get dirty, and cars are affected by weather and road types. Every detail was crafted to make the world feel real and immersive. Voice acting and music. Voice lines were fully re-recorded. Excellent performances from all characters. The soundtrack was professionally reorchestrated to suit dramatic moments and heighten tension or sorrow when needed. Free ride mode. The open world feels much more alive. Pedestrians react to you, police are more alert, and traffic is more varied. You can explore freely, take on side challenges, or simply enjoy the atmospheric 1930s setting. Conclusion. Mafia, Definitive Edition isn't just a remaster, it's a complete rebirth. A modern masterpiece that reintroduces the classic Mafia experience in a visually stunning and emotionally rich way. If you're a fan of narrative-driven games or love deep detail, this game will not disappoint. Subscribe to Karbasha Gamer and stay tuned for more adventures where we uncover the secrets and hidden stories behind the games. 2 of 2.